Boiler up. Yes, sir, man. Purdue rebuild for our 2026 college football dynasty rebuild series, man. I am super excited for this, man. Purdue is a team that has a lot of potential, man. It's not a great roster, but it will be one day. We have a phenomenal coach ready to take over the team and do what we got to do to win. This is very different from our last year rebuild where we did Temple. We started in a lower conference and we had to build up. No, we're starting in the Big Ten with an opportunity to turn around a program, a team that is not horrible, but one of the worst teams in the Big Ten. Recruiting shouldn't be super difficult, but we want to win natties, man. The goal is not to win one. We want to become the GOAT of college football, and we got just the man to do it. Coach Jay Will is making his return to college football as he is taking over the Boilers program. And hey, man, you already know the Philadelphia native, Temple alum, offense aggressive, maxed out. Come on, man. Y'all already know what we're getting with Coach Jay Will, man. It's going to be a super fun rebuild. We got him dripped out with the suit. We need just the tie. We need the suit at some point. We're going to get right. This is seriously going to be a rebuild, man. Over the last couple years, the program just have been trending downwards, man. Back in 2021, actually making a conference championship, actually doing something. But since then, just downhill, man. So we had to bring in Coach Jay Will to do the job. 1-11 last season is nasty work. We're going to change that around. Purdue has two main rivals that we will play every single year. Notre Dame and then also Indiana. We also get Ohio State, Michigan. It's going to be a tough schedule for us this year. We have an easier start to the season, and then after that is no looking back. It's going to be all big boy football, and I can't wait to get into it. How are we doing, chat, man? I am super excited for this rebuild, man. Super excited. We was deciding what team to do. So many different options. Tulane, do Temple again, Purdue, or do we go Delaware? I believe we made the right choice going with a rebuild like this. Like I said, it's different from what we did last year, and it's different from going with the bottom school. Recruiting going to be a tad bit easier. That's why our goal is just not to win one national championship, man. We want to turn this team around. We want to dominate. We want to keep the history of great quarterbacks like Drew Brees coming from this program. We want to keep the history going and get the first national championship plus more for this Purdue Boilers team, man. Let me know y'all thoughts down below. If y'all ready for this series, make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all want to see in this series, and we will drop it. I think one of the first orders of business, we need to find a quarterback of the future, man. I don't know if he's currently on our roster, man. We have 4 quarterbacks. They're all underclassmen. They're all on the younger side, but none of them are good enough to be the long-term option. We do have the freshman, 72 overall, Shane. But you look at his skill caps, man, it's brutal. It's brutal. 3-star impact development. You're looking at horrible accuracy stats, man. Like deep throw accuracy 57, and with those skill caps it might only max out at a 70. It's not ideal. Throw power also not great. He is fast, he's a dual threat, but not sure if he's going to be the guy of the future. This could be a year where multiple quarterbacks are taking snaps under center, man. The most potential might be Ryan here with actually solid skill caps. The throw power is there. You do drop off on some speed, but he probably will be the day one starter. But I will not be shy to pull a guy and put another guy in, especially with all these overalls being so similar. We just got to figure out what's going to work at quarterback, but that's going to be a priority when we hop into recruiting. Running back situation might be our strongest position group on the team, man. We have 2 seniors coming in 84, 81 overall. Devin will lead the way. The issue is the talent behind them, not ideal, man. We have 2 true sophomores. Gabriel, his skill caps are really bad. He do have some speed. Jaheim, slow, but he's also solid, man. Skill caps are much better, so maybe he could develop to be the guy for us. Moving over to the receivers, one thing to note, we don't have much speed on this roster. Just like a lot of teams in college, in this current video game, especially on this level, it's not a lot of speed to go around. And we don't have much at receiver, man. The highest speed receiver is going to be 92, Toggle. He is a star development, sophomore, skill caps not ideal, man. 3 seniors leading the way, they'll be here, and after that, we'll have the young guys take over. Same thing with tight end. You have 2 seniors, then a couple sophomores. No clear star of the future on this team, at least not on the offense, man. You get to the O-line, your left tackle is going to be our highest overall O-lineman, and then the rest is not going to be great, man. You get into the low 70s at right guard, right tackle, you got 75. You'll move over to the D-line, also not much to really be impressed about. You don't really have ideal development traits. You do have a star, but this is a redshirt junior, 75 overall. Probably not okay. Probably not good enough. CJ is going to be the highest rated defender on our team. He is going to be a pass rusher. We need him to produce. We need numbers from him coming off the edge. And D-tackle, kind of more of the same, man. We do have the big body, 340 pounds. He could move a man. Good thing is he's a sophomore. We will have him back as long as he don't transfer out. He cares about playing time, and you will get that here. You will get that here, man. Linebacker might be the weakest unit of our defense, man. Maybe of our entire team, other than O-line. Might be the weakest. Left outside, or Sam is what we're calling it this year. It's going to be a 68 overall freshman. We have a senior at middle linebacker, but we just don't have that much depth. We really don't, man. 2 juniors here, and then a freshman at will. You move over to corner. You got a guy, Tony Grimes, 91 overall. We could work with that. 90 speed, 82 overall, excuse me. We could definitely work with that. Also, Chad Brown, 77 overall, more on the slower side. The issue is all upperclassmen, our top 4 corners. So we're going to have the Fonster and young guys. Even got a 66 overall senior. So in a couple years, this whole entire cornerback room will look very different. Safety, kind of a similar story. We lack speed, 84 speed, 83 speed from the 2 starters. And you have 3 seniors in your strong safety room. So I think secondary is definitely something we got to prioritize in this upcoming transfer portal. Then also just recruiting high school guys. We do have a young kicker and a handful of punters. So that's kind of the roster. 77 overall, says the defense is a little bit better than the offense. The issue is it's just no clear stars of the future, man. No clear stars of the future. You look at this screen right here where it shows your top players. You have 1 sophomore, and he's a D-tackle. And then your next underclassman is a wide receiver who might not even play this year. So Coach J. Will, this time around, we're going to lean more towards motivator. Recruiter, we'll probably go into that second. I think we want to just more so kind of help our players progress. So we're going to lean on the motivator side of the situation, man. I think this will help us in the long run. And then we'll just hop in that motivator once we get enough points. Of course, we're going to play on Heisman, default Heisman settings for now. We'll see if we want to change that, make some slaughter adjustments. We'll play on 10-minute quarters with the minimum play clock at 18. Manual progression, I haven't decided fully if I want it on or off. I think for now we'll keep it on. And I may make an adjustment and turn it off and really manually progress players, but we'll leave auto on for now. Also, we're going to leave the transfer portal settings exactly how they are, man. We haven't done enough testing. I increased it for a series, for my live streaming series. Check it out over on Twitch. And it messed up the portal bad. So I don't know if that was the settings or something else. So we're going to leave the portal or the transfer portal settings exactly the same. I suggest y'all do that as well. Also, will not touch the wear and tear for now. We're going to keep these settings just how they are, and maybe at some point we'll change them, but we'll see. We'll just have to see how they play, and if we need the adjustment, we will change them, and I'll let y'all know also. And for this first year, we're going to rock out with Purdue offensive playbook, and then also the 3-2-6 defense, which is Purdue playbook coming into this year. And we'll make an adjustment if needed. I don't like to change playbooks mid-year. So we're going to commit to this for year 1, and year 2, if we need to make an adjustment, we will. Now, what y'all all maybe been waiting for, man, recruiting. And like I mentioned, recruiting for this team is going to be on the easier side. And as a 2-star program, we could look at our school grades, and they're not the worst thing in the world. And be honest, they're really not. They're not that bad. 2-star team. Obviously had a really bad year last season, but these grades, solid. We can work with this, man. We could really work with this. Now, coming over here to the prospect list, I was really surprised to see how many 4-star players are interested in the Boilers, man. There's so many. We'll take it. We'll 100% take it. To be more on the realistic side, as that's what I like to do with these rebuilds here. Be just more realistic. It won't ever be perfect. These are the only 4 stars I will go after this year. The ones that's already interested in us. And then if we get all of them, or if we get none of them, that's all the 3 stars will be, or 4 stars we will be able to pursue for this year. And after that, the rest of the class will have to be 3 stars, which I'm more than fine with, man. We could literally fill up a whole entire 33 prospects full of 4 stars. That's actually nuts, man. That's nuts. We'll definitely take it, and we definitely won't get all of these guys. Now, when you go over to 3 stars, it's a lot of 3 stars also we could talk to, man. A lot. So we'll kind of, I guess, add a handful of them. Maybe some linemen. I mean, so many of these 3 stars have as a number 1. Wow. If we just went after 3 stars, we could literally probably get a handful of instant commits. Wow. Okay. I mean, I'm still going. Wow. I don't know what to say. That is actually crazy how many 3 stars interested in us. So after adding all these guys to the board, we ran into a very quick issue. They don't want to compete. You know, that's something you're really gonna have to deal with this year. Wow. Why is this so many running backs? Wow. Why do we just have so many running backs interested in us? Out of all positions, running back is like half of the players, man. No linemen. Okay, so yeah, it's not gonna be as easy as we initially thought, because yeah, linemen are gonna have to come from the 3-star ranked, and I guess we just have 30 running backs want to be a part of something special. But what this does tell me is this guy right here is going to be the highest overall out of all of these running backs, just because he's the one. Playing time is still A+ for him, so that tells me he's literally the highest overall. Let's scout. Damn, it's going to take forever to scout these guys. North-South receiver, and I mean, I guess we offer the scholarship. There's so many running backs. I don't even know which ones to pursue. Let's focus on maybe quarterback, because that's probably what matters the most here. Scouting is brutal, man. Scouting is going to be brutal. We get a 90 throw power pocket passer with 78 speed. I'm not mad at that. Let's offer the scholarship. Maybe also do some scouting of a dual threat. And okay, I mean, that looks pretty solid. Not much speed there, but for him to be a dual threat, I mean, doesn't look that amazing. And maybe we scout one of these backfield creators. I scout the one with the pipeline boost, and that's going to be the one from Kentucky. So we already using a lot of hours just to scout these guys, man. This is actually okay, and we didn't find much at all. All right, well, not perfect, not amazing. Wide receiver is definitely going to be a position where I want to find some speed. It's so tough to find fast guys, and this is not going to be one of them. And he's actually going to be a bust. I'll offer a scholarship just because we could have got an instant commit, and I think it's still worth bringing in a bust if he instant commits. I think that's still worth it. But other than that, damn, it's tough, man. Where do you use all these hours? We need to remove some players. Do we just remove all these players have as number 1? I kind of want to, if we remove you, well, all these other guys still upset. I wonder who is the guy we need to remove for all these guys not to be upset. I just want to try to offer someone a scholarship. I just want a chance of an instant commit. So let's remove some of these guys, and maybe one of them will make these other guys happy. It's not looking like it's working. It might be one of these guys that's making everyone upset. There's someone down here, man. Someone. You. There you go. Okay. Maybe we'll remove one more. Playing time. And we remove you. Nope. You, maybe? Come on. Okay. I just want a chance of an instant commitment. I think it's a very small chance, but I think it's worth it, man. I really do think it's worth it. What do we do? All right, let's just keep these two, man. Let's just keep these two. Elusive Bruiser and East-West Playmaker. And I guess we remove the other two. Can we remove you? Okay. And 6'1", 173 pounds. I mean, that just seems so small. Contact Seeker. I would love to talk to the Contact Seeker. It's number 74 player in the nation. But he is not budging on that playing time deal breaker, man. He's not budging. Number 74 player in the nation. Contact Seeker only 200 pounds. Okay. All right. It's gonna be some tough decisions being made in this dynasty, as y'all see, man. Let's come back over to the prospect list and let's get some 3 stars old linemen, because yeah, we gotta bring in linemen. Okay, well, this is good. We got a lot of them with number 1. I'm kind of the mindset, like, you offer them a scholarship even if they're a bust, just because the chance of the insta commit, man. I'm kind of that mindset. Now, we don't need that many old linemen, but you could never have enough. Y'all seen what our old line kind of looked like. So I would be willing to offer all these guys a scholarship without even scouting, just for the chance of an insta commit. I think that's definitely worth it. No cigar there. We'll keep going through to see if we get an instant commit. We do have a JUCO guy here who I'll offer the scholarship. Just see, man. Just see. Then we want to also just make sure we're being careful with some of these guys, man. Like this guy right here. He cares about brand exposure. What's the chance that our brand exposure goes up before his goes up, if that makes sense? Because at some point his brand exposure going to go up to a B. What's the chances ours goes up to a B before his, so he don't transfer out? For that reasoning, I'm going to remove him from the board, and we'll offer the rest of these guys scholarships. I'm kind of fine without not scouting maybe all the 4 stars. I think I'd much rather scout the 3 stars, just because the 4 stars, we know they're going to be, maybe not know, but it's a good chance they're going to be better than what we have. The 3 stars, you might need to scout to actually see, especially these receivers and corners. The speed be so cooked sometimes. But I wouldn't mind keep scouting some of these quarterbacks, man, just to see if we could find a dog. It's not looking like it, man. It's really not looking like it. We'll scout, and maybe this is a bad decision. Yeah, probably. So we'll remove that guy. At least that kind of brings us down a little bit. Now, we only have 100 hours left, and we still need to get scholarships out to everyone. Let me look at the team needs screen one more time. So, corner, safety. Wow, yeah, we forgot. We completely forgot to add some corners and safeties. So let's go ahead and maybe remove you, backfield creator. That doesn't look particularly special. Now we got a couple receivers here, and I'm fine with offering all of them a scholarship and just going after whoever is the most under recruited. Now this is probably too many old linemen, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine with it, man. They all are going to be needed. The JUCO guy, I guess we'll remove you. Now we have 4 open spots. Anyway, we could reduce a little bit more. Let's see if there's any corners or safety that has this number 1, and we'll definitely add them boys. So safety is going to be a no, not strong safety at least. And we're still learning the best archetypes, so we're just going to experiment, man. We don't know exactly the best archetypes. So then we added a JUCO guy. Let's go ahead and remove that. I think I definitely prioritize safety over corner. So yeah. Yeah. All right. So can we get 1 instant commit, man? This is pretty much our last chance of an instant commit, and nope, we do not get any. But it is what it is. Offer some more scholarships, and I wouldn't even mind scouting maybe one of these corners to see if they're any good. So Zach, are you any good by any chance? Let's see. 87 speed might be solid in this game, man. I think 87 speed is solid. So now we'll just offer scholarships to the rest of the players. We might not have enough for everyone, but it'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be short. We scouted a little bit too much, but it's fine. It's one of the linemen. So it's kind of how we spend our first week of recruiting. Was it perfect? No. By no means was that perfect. But it's early in the year. It's only day 1. It's only week 0 of the season, the preseason literally. Let's go ahead and advance to week 1. Now, this screen doesn't really make me happy. We have a lot of players thinking about transferring out. Fortunately, is no one like an 80 plus overall. We just don't have that on our roster. So it's no one that's maybe going to be super game changing. But a lot of just younger guys thinking about leaving. Not ideal, but really won't kill us just because our roster not that good. Now, when it comes to allocating these hours, we only have 450 to work with as a 2-star program. Now, I want to have a strategy with this. So, obviously, you want the best possible player at maybe every position you have on your board, but let's be reasonable and let's understand and let's pick our battles. You know, Jason here, no one else offered him a scholarship. He's a 4-star. We scouted him. Does he look the best out of all 3? Maybe not, but he looks on par. But more importantly, he might be free. Literally, he might be free. Nobody else wants him. We want him. Put the 50 hours in, and that's how we'll proceed. Like, we could go after this guy, Hitchcock, but you got a 5-tier pipeline boost with Penn State, and this guy's from Jersey. Don't love that matchup. At least here, nobody has a pipeline boost. This guy's from Massachusetts, and nobody got a boost. You know, this situation, you got LSU, TCU. I don't think I really want to mess with that too much, man. So let's pick our battles. Let's be smart, intentional, and similar here. At least with this situation, we didn't scout either of them. We didn't scout either of them. Who do you prioritize here, man? Who do you prioritize? We do have the 2-tier pipeline boost. It doesn't really make sense to go after both. This guy is an athlete, elusive bruiser from Mississippi. Let's put 50 there. And yeah, let's proceed. Now for receivers, this is where it gets interesting because we didn't scout any of them, and they all I don't know anything about. No, we did scout one of them. He was a bust. But yeah, who do we go with? Maybe the speedster. With the thought process that we want to add speed, maybe you just go with the speedster. He also has the least amount of schools going after him, but Michigan, I don't like how big of a boost they got that first week. That's kind of making me a little bit nervous. I ain't gonna lie, making me a little bit nervous compared to like this situation where there's a bunch more schools going after him. Physical route runner, 6'5", big body, or you go for the 6'4" speedster. Whoa, big difference, big difference, big difference. That's a decision to be made. At the further evaluation, I think I'm gonna go with this guy. I care about pro potential. It's a B+, and maybe that's the wrong decision because it's probably gonna drop at some point, as we're not gonna put a receiver in NFL for probably a while. You might be the nice Amir. You might be the nice guy that goes to the NFL at receiver, but yeah, if you could get the staying close to home deal breaker, that's ideal. But the only guy here is the one bust. I feel like that's not smart to go after him. We do have our 4-star lineman, so let's just go ahead and put the hours there, put 50 there, and we probably need to put 50 into one of these other guys. And let's go with an in-state guy that we're the only one to offer a scholarship. He's a raw strength. I don't think raw strength is a great archetype. I'm gonna be honest, man. I really don't. Let's put 25. I hate spreading ourselves thin in situations like this, but I think it'll work fine when we spread ourselves thin when we're the only school going after them. It's a difference if we spread out. If we put 25 hours here and it's 2 other schools, it's probably not smart to do that. But in this situation, we'll try it. We'll try it, man. 50 hours into our edge rusher because he's a 4-star from Ohio and he's a speed rusher. We could definitely use that. And you have an edge setter there. That's going to be more so of the run stopping archetype. You got a gap specialist, D tackle. Let's put 50 there. We're quickly running out of hours, man. Very fast. We have a couple will linebackers here. It's tough. Who do you prioritize? Playing time? You probably want to prioritize playing time. Let's go with the guy with the... He's going to be the highest overall, I believe. You down here. So let's put 50 there. And we only have 50 left. I think we go after the 4-star corner who cares about conference prestige. We know that won't change. So that's perfect. That's how we allocate, man. That's how we allocating our hours during the first week, and we're good to go ahead and advance to our first game of the year, which we will play in this episode. So we have went through, set our depth chart, man. We're going to rock out with Ryan as the starting quarterback, man. He just has the best stats when it comes to accuracy across the board. So we're going to rock out with him. Is he the fastest? No. Most athletic? No. But hopefully he will be good enough to start for us probably maybe the next 2 years, or, you know, whenever we find another quarterback. Hopefully we can find someone in the portal. Running back situation, y'all kind of already know about that. Receivers, got a couple solid receivers. We're actually going to start Watson, or let's start this guy down here in the slot, man. He has star development, and yes, he's a junior, and he's slower, but he's actually going to have like the best short route running. We're going to start him in the slot for now. Plenty of opportunity to move guys around. Tight end, we're going to start George, who is a sophomore, and we have 2 seniors, but they're all similar in overall. I would much rather just have the young guy get development, as they're all similar in overall. He's going to be around longer. Now, the O-line, you kind of already know about that situation. Linebacker situation, also nothing special going on there. Let's hop into it, man. We should have both running backs actually getting a good amount of carries. And at some point, we'll do all the formation subs, and we really will get guys in positions where they could succeed. We're kind of just not at that point because we're still learning the team, learning what everyone could do. And the opponent we have this week might not tell us that much, as they're not a very good team. And the gadget, we have Devin, our running back. Let's look at this Ball State team who comes in at a steaming hot 62 overall. Let's not take him for granted, man. Let's not do too much. Kelly's their starting quarterback, who is a pure runner, as he has 87 speed. He got more speed than throw power and accuracy. Those accuracies are very, very bad. We thought our quarterback situation was bad. Those accuracies are bad, and throw power, yeah. We have to put a spy up every play because he's not throwing the ball anywhere. But overall, the team is not going to be too tough. 70s across the board, even some 60s starting at some. Damn, the D-line is not in a great spot for those boys. But like I said, let's not take it for granted. It should be an interesting matchup. The difference between starting with these small teams, because they might only have to rebuild their team to a 75 overall to be good enough to win their conference. Us, we have to rebuild our team to 89, 85, somewhere in that range for us to be the best team in our conference. Maybe even better, probably in the 90s for us to be the best team. So it's different type rebuilds here, and I'm glad we went with one where, because with the Temple rebuild last year, we was kind of dominating super early, but let's not talk about last year. Let's focus on this. The Boilermakers, man, let's work. If y'all are excited for this series, man, if y'all ready, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, man. If this video get 100 likes, when this video get 100 likes, we'll drop the next one ASAP. So if y'all get it to 100 likes today, we'll drop the next one tomorrow, and we'll keep it like that, man. I appreciate y'all boys. We've been going crazy, live streaming on Twitch, having a fantastic time with this game. It rains so much in this game. I ain't gonna lie, man. It rains so much, so many rain games. I don't know if y'all noticed that. We start off in the home stadium, week 1, and the crowd is actually pretty darn good to consider. We are coming from an 11-1 season. We take the kickoff to the 25. Coach J he will not look at the camera all season, probably not. Maybe we'll get one. Man. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. But I'm excited, man. I'm excited. This year, I don't think I want to operate out of coach suggestions, man. If you know me from last year, we primarily use coach suggestions all season. I think I don't want to do that no more, man. I think the coach suggestions are just a little bit too limited. And let's see, we can start with a dot across the middle. Okay, Watson. There we go. Ryan with a good ball. I just like the idea of picking my own play this year, man. Like I said, I think coach suggestions are just a little bit too limited. Let's see if we get this to the outside. 3rd and 2. I think this year we should be a run-first team just because that's our strength. 3rd and 2, let's run it here, man. Let's run it here. Good blocking, good enough, and we fall for it. Number 45 for Devin, first down. Now, going forward, I want this to be a heavy pass offense that could still run it. Purdue is kind of known Oh my goodness. Throw the pump fake out there. Can we throw this on the run? Ryan! Oh my goodness. Okay, Ryan, I see you. He a little bit nice with it. That was actually nice. But like I said, we had a few good quarterbacks come through this Purdue program as we got a nice run on first down. That's going to gash him up the middle. 33 rushes, 22 yards already for Devin. Let's see if we can run a little RPO and get it to our star running back out the backfield with some blockers out in front. Is he's the fastest? No, but he's the best player on the team, and he's down to the 13-yard line. Going to pit him out to motion. Thomas is now in, and that's wide open. Just throw it to him, Ryan. Good ball. 9-yard pickup. We're walking these boys. So Thomas, whatever his name is, our backup running back, he's going to be more of the power back. Let's see if we're running. Got to pull in guard. 3rd and 2. All right, let's see if we could pass it here on 3rd and 2. I really do not want a field goal from this spot. And we're not going to get one. That's wide open. We get our first touchdown of the season. What a drive from the Purdue Boilers, man. What a drive. What a drive. We start off 1 and no, not 1-0. Whoa, not yet. We will be 1-0, but we start off with a score. Very good start to the year. Let's get a stop defense. So Kelly, we kind of already got the book on him, man. He's gonna run the ball. He's gonna run the ball. We just gotta stop him. He's one of the fastest players on the field. Like literally, he might be the fastest player on the field. Oh my goodness, we're all over that. We're all over that, man. 2-yard pickup, and they start off passing, man. We're gonna maybe do coast adjustments for defense to start off, and at some point maybe I'll go to actually picking the play. But we'll start off in coast adjustments. At my user, easy money. They throwing nothing but short routes to start off. And 3rd down, let's send heat. Let's send heat. Let's set the tone and send the boys. It's not even a real blitz, man. It's only a 4-man rush. Man coverage out here. Good pass, break up, and we'll get the ball back on the punt. Let's work. It's interesting to see them boys come out and just pass the ball on 3 straight downs. Was not really expecting that to be their offensive game plan, man. Now we have a lead. I want to run the ball. I want to establish the run. I want to see if we could really just lean on these boys, move a man against his will, and we cannot there. 2nd and 9. Let's go pass on them. Don't love anything. Oh my goodness, let that ball hit the floor. Oh my goodness, that could have been a pick. 3rd and long from midfield. We're going to go 5 wide. Spread these boys out. And see, they're in man coverage. Let's try to hit the tight end. Bad ball. Hits them in the back of the leg. And we're going to have to punt, man. I imagine this has to be a run, right? No way they started with 4 straight passes. And they do go to the run. But we are pretty much all over it. See here. They go run once again. But we are not going. 3rd and medium. You're going to have to show me that arm. You're going to show me that arm. Let's do a little corner zone blitz. Don't love a zone blitz traditionally, but let's see if it'll work here. They do go max protect at my user. We're going to catch the pick, and we're going to take it all the way back to the crib. Pick 6. Come on, man. Do not test my user, bro. Let's work. Let's work. Let's work. Come on, man. 14-0. We get a user pick early on in the game. I don't even know players' names at this point, but we're going to learn them. All right, man. Well, what a start. What a start to the ball game. They go back to the run, and we are boxing it, man. A 60. We're, what, 15 overalls better than this team. And next week, we also got an FCS school. So we're going to have, let's not jinx it, but we should have a pretty darn good start to our year. Let's get out there, make an open field tackle. And after that, we get into our conference schedule, and we also get our rivals, Notre Dame. It's going to be fun playing them every year. Let's send pressure here on 3rd down. They throwing it up deep, and whoa. Okay, as long as they ain't catch it, we'll get the ball back in the punt. All right, come on, offense. Let's see if we can throw a quick screen to Ross here. Get the ball to one of your receivers. Nope, doesn't work. 2nd down. I'm not scared to run the ball here on 2nd down, especially when we have a good running back, and that middle was wide open. Easy money for the 2nd string running back. I like this formation, this 2 running back formation, because it literally get our best 2 offensive players on the field at once. Oh my goodness, we had a dot across the middle. I seen it too late. We take the check down, And we're going to take it to the end of the quarter. I mean, can we ask for anything better? Probably not. Probably not. Just being honest, man. Just being honest. A great first quarter for us, offense and defense-wise. Let's just keep it up. Go to the pass here on 2nd and 7. They send the blitz, and wow, 4 guys came through free. We get sacked. All right, 3rd and long here, man. I don't think this is field goal range. We could get there, though. We could get there. Take a hit. Took way too long, and they tell us to punt from this range. See, they go run here. Bro, we are locking these boys up. Locking these boys up, man. I'm surprised the quarterback has yet to use his legs, as that might be their best attributes. I don't know what's going with the play calling, but it's stuck on the screen. We get pressure. Can it get off the screen, please? All right, 3rd and 3. We're going to send pressure. Try to force them to make a quick decision, and we tackle them into the 1st down. I kind of talked about the identity I'm looking for the offense for this team moving forward. Kind of high-powered. I would love to have a couple good receivers for the offense. Come on, make an open field tackle, why don't you? Good stuff. But definitely want to have a high-power offense, focus on good receivers, pass-catching tight end, a throw of the football quarterback. Don't really need a scrambler. But for the defense, hold on, let's go ahead and make another open field tackle. We're going crazy with these user tackles. Got another 3rd and long here. But for the defense, I want to focus on trying to get some guys with speed, some guys that can hit, some guys with some hit power and some speed. Finally, he uses legs, and might need to put a spy here because he literally ran away from us. D-lineman, I would love some guys that's able to rush the passer primarily. You know, nothing too crazy for the defense. Come up, make a tackle. Nope. 1st down. They're actually moving the ball a little bit here while running it. Receiver goes in motion, fake the jet touch pass, and they throw it to him. It's wide open. And this is going to be their best drive by far so far, man. They're down inside our red zone. We got to figure it out. Another quick pass. Wow, perfect blocking. And he is down to the 2-yard line. For this series, I also want to play no click on. So that means whoever I start the play with, I end the play with. And they're going to end the play with a touchdown. It's going to be 14-7, man. I hate that celebration, man. It just don't look right. All right, man, let's start with the run here. And Devin picks up 6 yards. We could live with that, man. We could live with 6 yards a pop. They go 3 down linemen. We're going to audible to a power run here. Get a lineman pulling, and we're going to make it 3rd and 1. They kind of stacking the box a little bit, but we don't care. Our team should be better than theirs. We run it up the middle, 1st down. I don't mind making this the last possession of the half. Let's sneak in a pass. I actually want to look for this out route to Ross to see if we could win in some type of man coverage. Catch the ball. Good stuff, Ross. It was tight coverage, but we do make the catch. I wonder how many big plays we will be able to make this year, man. Wow, that's a bad throw, but we do end up making a catch. All right, looks like it's man coverage. Coming out the 2-minute warning. Looks like it's man. And we got the tight end open across the middle. Another high ball, but leaping catch for the tight end, 1st down. We haven't done any motion yet this game or this year at all. So let's try some motion, really, see how that works. And that's going to lead to some confusion for the defense. And what are we doing? Oh, my goodness. Was it overthrown? Should I clicked on? Oh, wow. And I don't know. Maybe no eyes, no pick. But this looks like a very catchable ball. I did not click on because, like I said, we try not to click on in this series. We try to let the CPU make these plays. But I don't know what this is. No way we should even have to click on. It's not overthrown. This is a catchable ball. And he got his eyes turned. I have no idea. We're going to keep that in mind. Looks like the motion got them a little confused there. So we definitely going to keep that in mind for later in the game. Ryan, lock in, bro. You got to hit him in the numbers if you want him to make catches. Another high ball. Ryan is struggling with the accuracy. It's costing us a little bit. We're looking at a 3rd and 6 here, man. 3rd and 6. Looks like it's some type of man coverage, and that's going to be an amazing catch. Good ball by Ryan. And let's let the guy go up and get it, man. Just go up and get it. And they're calling timeouts. I wouldn't mind running the ball here as they're calling some timeouts, and that's not a great run. I want to try to stay with this motion, put the running back out right, and let's see what we have here. Let's hit the check down, make a play. We could have went out of bounds, but no point to. We have our timeouts. Looking at a 3rd and goal from the 5-yard line. We could run it here. I'm actually not against running here against this defense, man. We want to be just a more of a run team this first year, and it's wide open. Great audible, and that leads to a touchdown, man. We identified they wasn't ready for the run. And, I mean, we're able to lean on these boys, man, and rely on the run. It's a rainy game. The ball is kind of slipping out our quarterback hand and leading to some inaccurate throws. And we're going to be up. But they do have time to score, but I trust our defense. And we get a block kick. And why is this lineman so skinny? 73 literally looks like he weighs 100, 200 pounds. All right, man. Block kicks might be a thing this year. We'll see. They're going to start it with the run, though. I don't know if they're looking to score. They have no timeouts. They do go hurry up. Let's go cover 6 on them. And let's man up the middle. Throw at my user. And we drop a pick. They do not pick up this first down. We could potentially call a timeout. They're running here, and we'll be a first down. Let's see here. They go pass once again. We get pressure. First sack of the year comes from CJ, our star defensive end. That's the best player on the entire team. They actually had a guy streaking wide open. He did not find him. And they go check down. This should be the end of the half. Looks like they're going to go one last play. We're backing everyone up. We got more pressure. We're going to catch a pick. Second pick for our guy. Watch out. Oh, my goodness. We ran into our own guy. I was trying to get outside to take it to the crib, but throw out a sack, interception. Kelly throws his second, and our guy, is that Lauren? His name Lauren McLaurin, catches his second interception of the game. Man, that would have been big. That would have been big, man. But our rushing numbers and passing numbers solid so far. This is a bad team we're going up against, man. We're kind of expected to do this. This is, these first 2 wins, first 2 games should be guaranteed wins. I don't want to jinx anything. We had games last year. We had a phenomenal first half, and we lost the game in the second half, so let's not jinx it. Okay, so now they decide to go quarterback run. I thought we would see this a little bit earlier, coming down in the second half. They go some type read option. That's smart. Use his strength. They go 5 wide. Maybe not smart. You know he's not the best passing quarterback in the world. Play to his strength, and maybe they are. He runs out left, first down. We might have to put a spy up. Run up the middle, and we left it gushing. First down, about 9-yard pickup. See here, another run. Try to get his stick off, but good stuff from the D tackle, getting some pressure up the middle. We also have a couple of our safeties playing linebacker. They're our sub linebackers. So that's also helping us with some speed stuff, man. Just having more speed on the field. And we're not sacrificing all that much when it comes to strength and maybe tackling. Because the linebacker, like my guy right here with the 2 picks, he's a box coverage linebacker. So he comes in with some, okay, we're good. He comes in with some tackling ability and also just more speed. And TJ Lindsey actually hurt, but he'll be back. All right, man, let's continue to try to run this ball, man. Let's lean on him. Let's try to kick it outside, lose 2 yards. We'll stay in this 2 running back set, and we'll go to the pass here. Don't love anything. We kind of drop far back in the pocket, and we almost throw an interception out. Receiver is literally not reacting to the ball. 3rd and 12. Running back goes out in motion to the left. We have a guy open across the middle. Dive and catch. High ball once again. And we drop it, man. If we get a better ball there, that's catchable. But we'll have to punt in the rain once again. And they'll get the ball around midfield. Ball State is looking at their best field position all day. And they're going to start with a run that's actually going to be pretty successful. Picks about 6. Their running back, Ashley, is at 55 yards on the day off around 13 attempts. So, pretty solid day for him. Quick pass to the slot receiver, first down. See, tight end goes out left. Might be a run. It is. Run up the middle, but we're well covered. Another run here. What a spin move. Broken tackle, but our pursuit is pretty good. 3rd and 7. Let's see. 3rd down. They're taking a shot at the end zone. Good defense and man press coverage. And they're going to attempt, what, a 47-yard field goal? It's not easy in the rain, far right hash. This is a kick that is going to be good. Wow. Easy money for them boys. All right, man. Let's figure out the offense right here. And let's try to play out, man. This little bubble screen to the running back seems interesting. And it looks like a pretty solid play, man. It's going to go for about 15 yards. And that's the spark we needed. I actually want to go back-to-back screens here. Let's get the Magwood. Oh my goodness. It could have been an interception, but he makes the catch and he's running down the sideline. That's what happened when you gamble and you lose from the defensive back. That either could have been a pick six or what happened, a 20-yard, 25-yard pickup for us. Let's go back to the run. We got a nice little draw play. Good patience by Devin. Pickup 9. Let's see if we can try a little wide receiver screen here, man. See if this play, no. Never call that again. Instant sack. 3rd and 6 here, man. Put the receiver in motion. And let's see what we can. Another instant sack. Another instant sack, and that's going to push us out of field goal range, and we'll have to punt. Great punt. Great punt. Ball down at the 5-yard line. Let's work. They go run here. We're all over it with our user. 2-yard tackle in the backfield. Hershey is going crazy, man. I think he's going to win player of the week. He has to. He has 2 interceptions, couple tackles in the backfield. He's having a pretty darn good day. Need another tackle from him. 3rd and 1. Probably looking at a run here. It's going to be the last play of the quarter. And there's a run from the quarterback. He's going to get to the outside and pick up the 1st down. Can I see some 4s up in the chat, man? It's been months. It has literally been months since we've been able to say that. Can I get some 4s up in the chat for the first 4th quarter of our 2026 Dynasty rebuild? All right, let's see. They go quick pass. They're kind of playing to his strengths a little bit more, the quarterback, Kelly. Some more quick passes, also some runs. Almost seem like some designed runs, but they're passes, but he's just kind of running it from it. That's not a good play call. He should have pitched it a little bit earlier. And we get the tackle. Looking at a little bit of a 3rd and long for these boys. They go 5 wide. We probably should have a spy out there, but I'm going to try to be the spy myself, and he ran out to the other side. All right, now on 3rd down, he gets the spy. Our pass rush is just not good enough for us to get any type pass rush, honestly. We got like 1 sack on the day. And our guy, Hershey, is actually hurt, grabbing his left side. I hope it's not anything serious as he's having a phenomenal day. 2nd and 5, go pass. Pressure, he runs right into pressure. And that's going to be CJ's 2nd sack of the day, our best player on the entire roster. It's producing here in the rain. It's a little bit slippery conditions, and you know how edge rushers don't really like the rain just because it's slippery, hard for them to really get a good pass rush. But doesn't matter. We're doing good. And it looks like my guy has bruised ribs. You can sit out, bro. We don't really need you. They go fake run, go pass. We forgot to put the spy up. They go taking a shot downfield. Good coverage. Just knocked the ball away. And we're going to get the ball back on the punt. Oh, man. Oh, man. Solid punt return. I thought we had a chance to crib it. All right, let's stick with the run here, man. Try to run up the middle, and they're doing a pretty good job. Let's go pass here, man. Let's go pass. We actually got a little bit of time in the pocket for Ryan. Perfect protection. Let's roll out. We have a guy kind of coming open, and he does not come back to the ball, and we throw it. First interception of the year. Ryan, a little bit of a bad decision. Not much of a playmaker, and he tried to make a play, did a little bit too much, and them boys are hyped. When I threw that ball, I didn't want it to just go that far downfield. I wanted our receiver to kind of stop a little bit. And he throws at my user. Hershey's back in the game, and he makes the tackle. Oh, man, instant pressure off the edge, and we get a sack. We send the boys. He came in unblocked, and that's what our third, fourth sack of the day. His jersey is looking a little bit dirty as we roughing him up a little bit now. And, yeah, he just came through unblocked. That's going to be our second best pass rusher, Sean. 3rd and long. This time we remember to put a spy out there, so we should be good. Force him to dot us up. Force him to dot us up, and we get pressure up the middle. Breaking through the double team, our 4th sack of the day. Amazing, amazing, amazing. It puts them in an interesting spot where they're forced to go for it as time is just running out in this ball game, man. This time we'll go no spy as I don't think it's necessary. Just protect the sticks. You got to come back and make a play, and that's not going to be it, man. Dive, jumping moss. That's what I'll call it. And that happens pretty frequently in this game from what I noticed. All right, crazy 4th down conversion. Let's not let it compound. And that's amazing tackle on the backfield. Our guy is going crazy. That's Hershey with another tackle on the backfield. And he's hurt once again. That wear and tear is kind of getting to him. As I literally told him to stay out the game. But he's back in. And 3rd and 8. This time he got a strained forearm, bro. You got to figure it out. Stay out the game. Come on. Don't put him back in. We need him moving forward as he's actually a pretty good player for us. 3rd and 8 here. They go 5 wide. They love a 5 wide. They go max protect in the 5 wide. We get pressure up the middle. Another sack. From max protection to a sack up the middle is amazing work. They're forced to call it back to the line of scrimmage and go for it on 4th and long coming off the sack. And that's going to be an instant touchdown, bro. We're in cover 2, and we left the corner wide open. And this is actually going to be a ball game here late in the 4th quarter. We got to figure out some offense and run this clock out. All right, got to figure this out here, man. They go 3 down linemen. We got to run this up the middle, man. We got to run this up the middle. Use the blockers, and that's going to be a 9-yard pickup. We're going to go ahead and put chew clock on also as we're trying to end this game. We go counter here, and it is not blocked all that well. 3rd and 1. Let's go direct snap to the running back. I think this should work pretty well. Yeah, you got to get upfield. Thank you. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. They call a timeout. All right, man. A 1st down pretty much will make this game very tough to come back from. They call another timeout. We'll go halfback power here. 3 yards, man. 3 yards will make this a very tough comeback. And we do pick up that 1st down. And it's not over, but it's very close to being. It's going to be tough for these boys to come back, man. That's a pretty good tackle, but we're going to take it to 2 minutes. Our 1st down will officially end the ball game. But even if, oh yeah, end the game. Wow, 3rd and inches. We could QB sneak it. We're up to 81 rushing yards. That's actually amazing. Do we want to get cute and jet touch pass it? No. Pull out the inside zone and just finish the ball game off. Just lean on these boys, man. Oh my goodness, 7-3 with a crazy pancake block. And GG's to Ball State. The best formation in all of football. Ryan, knee to the earth. And we get a dub, man. We get a dub. The offense, I said it at halftime. If you have a good half, usually, from my experience, you don't have a good second half. Player of the game has to be our guy with 2 interceptions, 1 pick 6. Could have had 2 pick 6s, honestly. But we'll take it, man. We'll take it. Very good ball game. It was a rainy one. Nasty, ugly. That quarterback, he threw 2 picks, but he actually played kind of solid for his attributes. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if he had one overthrow or underthrow. We had a couple. We had a couple bad balls out here. Even if the receiver caught it, the ball still was inaccurate. And I think every single ball he threw felt like it was damn near perfect, which is interesting when you compare his stats. The numbers is not going to be amazing. 154 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but 68 completion percentage will take. The rushing numbers, 87 rushing yards, 1 touchdown, and then we gotta get the backup running back a little bit more involved. That's where the formation subs will come in clutch. Receiving numbers, nothing crazy, 1 touchdown. And for the defense, we had 4 sacks for the defense, 5 sacks for the defense. It's pretty darn good. That is pretty darn good. And 2 interceptions for our guy. He's a 76 overall senior. Damn, he's a senior, so he won't be here much longer. And we do get that Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week with the 2 picks. We'll take that. We'll take that for our guy, man. He might also win it for the nation. And yes, he does. 2 picks, 5 tackles. A couple of them was for a loss. We'll definitely take that. Next, we got FCS Midwest. Should be a walk in the park. Like I said, if y'all enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Get the video to 100 likes, and we'll drop the next one tomorrow. We'll drop it tomorrow, man. Appreciate y'all boys. We out of here.